Okay, so first of all, let me go to say this, that I could already feel it, that I know within myself I have taken some time or been rather timid in really finalizing some work in regards of putting my pen to paper and, you know, bringing out or producing rather some kind of publication, right? Some nice literature, whatever. I could have came out with some more freestyle poetry, in which I do have one and I'm near finished. I just got to revise it once more. However, I also know that, yeah, I'm upset. I have an angry face on me. Some people may say I'm bitter. They may say this, they may say that. And because they have a particular reputation or a certain degree of knowledge, when they say what they say, a lot of people who they say it to will often believe it. And this is what we have going on in and around the world. This is why ignorance is dangerous. Lack of knowledge is dangerous. Lack of discernment is dangerous because perception is often the reality for most people who are only surface dwellers, who have no experience in life, confined to their areas, their hood, no knowledge of self, so that when they hear or see things, they know how to assess it, they know how to discern it, and evaluate it. And when I mean it, it can mean a lot of things. I don't have to, I feel like I shouldn't have to break that down. It should be, but it's something in me, innately in me, is telling me to do that. Why? Because I'm understanding and understanding that when you looking to speak to the people, this is why music and mostly films is so dynamic. It could be a triple entendre, quadruple entendre, speaking in levels so everyone can get it. Enough food for everybody to eat from, so to speak, if you get what I'm saying. Because I say that to say, I know that there's people in the hood, in the ghettos, who this may reach out to, and they're going to hear it, but they won't fully grasp it, especially what's key and what's imperative for us to be moving forward in this movement. What movement? Getting up out of America. Inevitably. That's the end game. To let America receive its ultimate judgment without us having to go down with her continuously, our next generations and so forth. It's not a game, y'all. Y'all think it's a game, man. And people think that I'm speaking this way and I'm behaving such a way because I don't have a job. Oh, I'm not married to a woman, and da 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 da. This is why they may think I'm bitter when people speak. It ain't got nothing to do with that. And up to now, I've been on this type of time for about going on to 4 years. Ain't nobody speak to me on a serious level yet. Ain't nobody level with me, man. But y'all quick to believe other people and want to talk slick shit. Eh, eh, You know, and to whoever that is, middle finger to all of y'all. Cause y'all not real, man. That I don't respect that. A lot of y'all out there that side talking, y'all suckers, man. Y'all cowards, man. Chumps. I hate the fact that it's like that. I don't want it to be like that. Some people accept it because they've been doing it for so goddamn long they don't know nothing else. And it's a shame because we like to talk about the fucking white man and we bringing each other down. But I'm gonna say in this video, yeah, I'm here to talk about the white man. I'm here to talk about the black man. I'm here to talk about every goddamn body in this world that continues to contribute to the filth and who are being complicit with the propagation, these wicked agendas, and these dumbass games. So a grown man today wearing a hat saying, "Oh, bae, I should have slapped that shit off his goddamn head." He looked like he should be enjoying a nice pension. He should be in the Bahamas somewhere. But nah, I don't know his circumstances, but I know we all going through something. But I know what just came to me in addition to many other things that I see out there that just bugs me out. And I'll be like, yo, people don't get it. Or we know what it is and people scared to talk up and really act. That must be a part of it. I'm not holding that against you. Let it be put out there so it could be made factual. We put that down, chalk it up, and let's get down to business. Moving forward. So look, some people may want to know, why should we all get to know our tribes, or why should we leave America? Why not stay here? Or how are we going to make it up out of here? There may not be one definitive answer, but let it be known, let the premise be an exodus. Go on home. Repatriation. I'm getting tired of these book readers, these Bible readers, and all this. With all respect due, all my Israelite brothers who be busting down scripture, this, that, and the third. All my Kemites out there who be talking about astral projection, this, that, and the third, and we still in America. All this spiritual talk and all of this and that, all this fluff, God, goddess, kings and queens, melanin popping and all this shit, and we still here as a fucking permanent underclass. Our elders should not be out there looking how they looking. I know that everybody is a, a victim of circumstance. Don't necessarily have to be a victim. I know that everybody is held accountable for their own actions. But as far as I'm concerned, when we talk about black love, we fluff up black love, this, that, and the third, we ought to have each other's back to the max, where our elders should not be seeing and witnessing what they seeing out here. I don't want to reach an old age where I see the degradation and degeneration of my fucking people. A lot of y'all youngsters think y'all got it hard for being 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old. Well, what you think our elders had to go through? I'm not discounting or discrediting what is it that you may have gone through, what you have suffered and experienced. But think, if you've been through a lot, what you think them elders have gone through? What you think we have gone through collectively? Do anybody think like that? The way I see them kids acting out there, blatantly disrespectful, man. They got no consideration and regards for the elders and how they speak around them, how they act around them. None of that. And all y'all niggas worried about out there is businesses. All you bitches out there worrying about is pussy, dick, drinking, smoking. Yo, I'm telling y'all. Driving, y'all niggas want to drive cars, big cars, this, that, and the third. Hey, yo, It's 2023 and dudes still want to buy big wheels, foreigns, and living in the hood. Your nasty ass apartment. Can't even cook. Your woman can't even cook. If she can, big shout out to her. But I'm talking about those at the bottom, including myself. Because this is who that mainly have to go out to so we can rise up. Because I'm for the underdogs. But there's a price to pay when you're for the underdogs. Because so much filth and so much shit to be cleaned up that they don't even realize a person's worth until it's a little bit too motherfucking late. Oftentimes when people come into our lives of our nation or tribe and they leave like Tupac, this, that, and the third, Malcolm X, all the wonderful great leaders, yo, they was here before their time. No, they wasn't, yo, they was ahead of their time. They was never ahead of their time. They was on time. It was us who didn't have their motherfucking back. All these wonderful men and women who put out books, all this that contributed so much to our movement, dead and gone, but we still got crackheads and winos out here. And now look at us in 2023. This is what they died for. Now I see why people don't want to take that leadership position. Who the hell want to go through all the sacrifices to die to get a damn a street or a boulevard, couple candles on the corner, a little bullshit commemoration, and then we still being degenerated here in America? I don't think y'all see what's going on here in America. Let me hone in on that. America, because this is what this video is really here. This is what I'm here for. To hone in on what's really going on in this country, like people don't see it. Stop playing. There's no. Let me tell y'all. How I'm gonna start this off, man. Look, I would have to say, if I can start this off. First off, America was built upon murder, right? A lot of bloodshed. I'm gonna just give some analogies here while I'm in it too. It was built upon murder and bloodshed, brutal slavery. Consider I'm your real estate agent, right? I'm showing you around to neighborhoods, I'm showing you houses, condos, duplexes, lofts, whatever. And then we get to a particular one that you like. I say, okay, hey, well, look, here's the price to pay to live here. Here's what you got to pay. But then I give you the history also. I tell you that this house you want to live in not only costs, not only is priced. Let me be more thorough. It's not only priced with these numbers here, XYZ, but let me give you the history. This was a battlefield, or maybe this was a slave master's house where your people was hung and buried. Would you still want to buy that house, as fancy as it is? And if you buy that house, do you know how to sanctify that land and consecrate it, to purify it of wicked spirits? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what it's going to take for it to sink in, for us to stop playing. Some people may want to know how I got to this level, and it's going to get more. As long as I got breath, I'm telling y'all, it's going to get more. It's going to get more critical. as much as it's gonna get more spiritual. And I know exactly where it's leading up to. And I spoke about it out there already to certain people. As it rise up more spiritually, it is not just about this the white people who are the propagators. Well, I mean the perpetrators. But as the spirit rise up, who in the world, what group of people got the highest spiritual capacitance? So we're gonna bear witness. Y'all may try to act like y'all can't see it, and those who can't see it, listen closely and do your studies and research. I said it in my Oreo cookie theory video that this not just about the white group. This is mainly, and it's getting there, to the good and bad Africans. A lot of the things that we're going through in our humanity is because the transgressions of God's law. And being that the oldest bones was found in East Africa, in Africa, period, that continent, human civilization started there. However, anyone do not, especially my European slick, wicked ones out there, don't you dare try to use this as an excuse for thus and so, or even try to weaponize it. Let me continue to move on. Because my European brothers and sisters, I'm seeing what's going on with y'all. And y'all need to straighten up. I don't care how much you know academically, with all respect, though. You understand me? I give respects on the fact that y'all read, research, yes. But what this is really about is about the Africans, us African people raising up to really get this world back in order. Because we are the ones who can really bring heaven upon earth, not y'all. It is not y'all job. It is ours. So I would only hope and pray that y'all straighten up, y'all get y'all act together, and y'all get with the right ones. Be genuine in your movement and helping not just your world, but those who you came from, which is the Africans. This is not just about shaking butts and shoulders and listening to good music. A big reset has to take place in this world because I consider America to be the biggest cancerous host. Wherever America go, America is like infest. It's like infestation. America is becoming like a goddamn cesspool. There's no reason why I go many places of business. Just like today when I went out with my mother to a shipping center, and I had to go down to the United States Postal Service right there on Utica Avenue to get a box. When I walked in there, I couldn't believe my eyes, man. And I made a video about the condition of another United States Postal Service building about a year and a half ago. Why does it look like that, man? I had a short-term employment with the USPS when I was doing maintenance work in there. I mean, custodial work. It's filthy, man. Asbestos here, floors looking like trash. The bathrooms was disgusting. Locker room disgusting. And it's a federal job, man. People bust their ass to get these jobs. Wake up early in the morning, get dressed, got to put their kids to school, X, Y, and Z. Who knows, man? But let it all be accounted for. Do you understand? Yo, America is something going on here that's just not right, man. And it's not going to come together by us voting for a goddamn president. There's no reason why it should be so much filth. I've been staying within the airport for quite some time, and it's filthy as hell in here too. Especially over there in Terminal 4. I can't believe my goddamn eyes with the amount of homelessness and recklessness and filth I see over there. I feel like it's getting to a point where it's like the spirits is trying to stir me up to really start putting it down on a lot of people, like really, because a lot of y'all don't know what's going on. But however, like I said to my moms today, I said I understand that just as I may be upset about the condition that we're living in, well, let me be more in fact. I was speaking on me being sort of like a teacher. If I was to be a teacher, and I want to see the betterment of my surroundings, my community, city, and state, that I know that there's those above me that's looking to continue to teach me, and they may get upset also at my at certain lacks thereof, or whatever apathy that they may find in my mannerisms or slothfulness. You understand? So just as and I can tie this in with receiving mercy and grace from the Heavenly Father, just as we receive, we ought to give on to one another, man. But look, all this Bible talking, all this Jesus and all that, for all this preaching that we've been doing for years, and black people are by nature the most spiritual people. We are brilliant, we are intelligent, but we are going through something here in America where, as far as I'm concerned, it's too late. We ought to go back home, and it's like y'all don't understand. It's not going to get fixed here like that. Your home, our home is calling us. How long we gonna keep talking about we were stolen from the land, came over on ships, this, that, and the third, and we don't want to go back home? If I come to your home tonight and I snatch you up and I take you to another place, another country, another continent, you're not gonna want to go home. So what are we waiting for, man? What happened? It's a hard time to get your 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 passport, your this, your that. We need to quit these political games. Get what our elders, our powerful leaders that we have here, whoever we got left, because I don't think y'all see what's happening. I don't. A lot of our leaders are getting old, man. They phasing out, man. They withering away, man. And a lot of y'all young ones in the hood, y'all not ready to hold that candle, to pick up that baton. It's time for us to go home, because it's gonna get more diabolical here. It's gonna get more wicked. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. America is Egypt. And when I say America is Egypt, for those, let me go ahead and break it down real quick. Egypt got Af- ancient Kemet is actually what it is, but it receives its name Egypt after the Greeks came in and plundered, and then from the Greeks, then the Romans. You read their history, you saw what they was doing. A lot of perverse things. And with the studies that they've received, look how we are living today amongst each other here in America, which is Egypt. And as far as I'm concerned, Egypt should be wiped the hell off the face of the earth in regards of it still being named there in Africa, or even on that goddamn map. That map needs to be changed. Yo, what is going on, man? What the fuck is the United Nations doing? What is these? Let me calm down, man, cause yo, I know this. Look, man, I I even ask for people to ask me questions, man. I ask people to spread the word, share this video. I don't think it's being done. So now it's like I really got to do this. Really, really got to do this on my own. But here's the mathematics to that. As I continue to do so, and I don't see any participation What it's going to do to me, you're not going to like it. Because I'll become somewhat a product of my environment as well as the producer as my environment. But you can't take one without the other in this regard. So in a way, this is what y'all made me. Because y'all not with me. Do you understand? And let me make this clear. I've woken up to spirituality more deeper because I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid. So, as much as someone is not afraid to die, they can't be afraid to kill. That's the serious what I just said. That's the duality. If you're ready to kill, you better be ready to die. But we have to be tactful, rational in doing so. Because I don't believe in taking away someone's life, especially so recklessly. I believe the only ones that's responsible for taking life is those who gave life. That's my belief. We need to get back to this is exactly why I say we need to go back to Africa. We need to first and also learn our tribes of who we are. A lot of grown folks don't even know they got damn tribe, man. We just been partying, working, and slaving and shaking ass for years. We don't even know who the fuck we are. We just know we Africans. What is going on with eldership? If this is what adulthood look like, I'm touching 40 in a couple months. This is what 40 this is what it is. Me stepping into the adulthood and the complexities thereof. There is something here that stagnates us. There's a hidden hand being played where we're not getting our just dues. As far as I'm concerned, as African people here in America, New York City, LA, Miami, cesspools. Don't get me wrong. Because we've been here for so long, it became we became attached. And in a way, we ain't actually coming to this world like this. No, a lot of people may agree or concede of all colors and creed. They may concede to that as well. But it's like for my people who have been born here, and even those who came over from the Caribbeans, to a degree, it was like by forceful means, because we was trying to find a way, right? When I say we, I'm talking about me being a descendant of my ancestors, that bloodline that runs through me. Do you follow? So we've been here for so long that we have an attachment. We made friends. We had partners, jobs. We bonded. So things got ingrained into our heads. We were chipped. That's an analogy. We need to break free and go back home, man. It is not a game. A lot of y'all do not know y'all tribes out there. We gotta wait for movies to try to speak to us. We gotta wait for another Black Panther to try to come and speak for us and talk to us so we can be like, oh, okay, yeah, oh shoot. Start wearing dashikis and all that. The movie came out when it first came out. We were doing it, and then what? That's it. We went back to all the Jordans, all of this, all of that. We don't rock them clothes like we ought to. And I'm talking to myself here. I do not speak as if I'm separate. I'm separative, because this is all inclusive, baby, of my whole Ados family. You know what? I know it is so much to cover. It is so much to cover because a lot of people, especially for those who served in the armed forces, I believe been sacrificing their life to protect lies, to protect a falsehood, keep the lie alive. Basically, that's how we've been living for so long. Ain't that right? Who's who else is ready to speak up, man? And then let's make a move, y'all. Let me get back to my European brothers and sisters. Cause y'all some agitators out there. I get very pissed with y'all mouths out there. I hear y'all when y'all speaking. And I'm not bugging. Now let me look. I know exactly where I stand in my life right now. And all of a sudden I'm starting to see a lot of, white girls with freaky ass pictures liking my videos or my posts that I put on Instagram. I click on one here, I click on one there. They showing all types of provocative shit. I'm like, yo, who is this? Where did this come from? I see this game that's being played. I see this algorithm in this matrix, man. My thing is, I don't care about that shit. I only care for us getting the hell up out of America, y'all. If we got to go ahead and name it and or whatever, let's go ahead and do it. But as far as I'm concerned, I believe my young brothers and sisters out there, those who are my age, they know what's going on in that regard. What's happening with this algorithm and all that. They may not know the depth of it, but we all have a goddamn good idea that is just something here where we not getting treated fairly. And to know that we are of the chosen, to continue to get treated like this worldwide, that goes to show that something's wrong, y'all. Yo, we not getting it, man. Anything the white man can do, we can do better. Why? Because he is of a recessive nature. We are of the dominant. We have more of a spiritual capacitance, which means we could. It's just like that. With all respect, dude, this is not to mock them. It's a fact that whatever they do, we can and ought to do better. But because of the way that the tricks that's being played and how it's like the things that's out there in the food, the what you got to do to abstain from it, and it's just so wicked here, man. It's wicked here in America. This is why I can't wait to leave. I don't got to worry about that, and you don't got to worry about that when we go back home to Africa. You think Africa got GMOs and all this shit there? We gonna be in our natural environment under that beautiful sun. Yo, y'all don't get the picture. If y'all don't want to go, to hell with y'all. Whoever ready to go, let's go. Y'all got more faith in a lotto ticket than what we could do if we all go back home with our character, our wit, our intellect to a low degree or a high degree. When we learn to respect one another too, we shouldn't have to worry about you know, and that's we got a lot of insecurities, man. The ego tripping, man. We got done wrong here in America, y'all. This is why we ain't making no serious movement. When I was traveling out there with my mom today, all I saw was businesses, 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 and this, that, and the third. And it's like the dirty ass place. We've been focusing on getting businesses and this and that and the third, but we still not as free as we ought to be. When I study the Jewish people, they walk around and live freely. You hear me? They got no motherfucking fears of anything. And they shouldn't have any fears. And god damn it, if they shouldn't have any fears and they came from us, We shouldn't have any fears, and we should be living damn good, but we not. But we not. I gotta break that down a little more. Man, look, you ride on buses, on trains, they got advertisement pictures talking about um, a prescription you could take for AIDS or STDs and they could be undetected. What? I don't think y'all know and our kids are seeing this. You think when that shit enters their psyche, you don't think they know? They may not know, but it's gonna snap back when they wake. As the smarter they get, why? Because things is already getting worse. So what's gonna add up? Ain't nobody that went through a spiritual awakening that haven't reflected on a lot of things. So what you think they're gonna go through? As this continue to get worse in America, yeah, we've been done wrong, and it's like because of this so-called let me be blunt too. A lot of what's been happening in them armed forces, in them lodges, and them Masonic lodges, and all that shit messed a lot of people heads up. There's a lot of weirdos out there. Man, y'all niggas, yo, I don't think y'all know what's going on out here, man. Boule, this, that, and the third. Yo, we've been done wrong, and I feel for y'all. And I want y'all to get y'all just dues. Whoever been the perpetrators of the victimization, of the coercions, of the lies, give it to their ass, y'all. Go give it to them. Cause y'all been done wrong. Look how we living collectively. I don't want to hear nothing. People talk about this is all about money. This is not all about motherfucking money, man. Black America, as far as I'm concerned, has money, man. I could give you three celebrities alone that you put them together. We talking billions. That's just three. Come on, man. From New York. I'm here in New York. Come on, man. Come on, man. Break from that fear, y'all. I'm telling you, drop that shit. Be ready to bust anybody ass that's gonna come to y'all. And that's how I live. But that don't mean I gotta walk around with a mean face every day. It's in my heart. I told my father and I tell people too. I said, yo, there's always gonna be somebody bigger than me and smaller than me. There's always gonna be somebody smarter and less smarter than me. So what is it that I gotta rely on? The spirit of God that's within me. If I gotta go out and it's my time to go out, I'm going out. My hands up. I ain't busting no gun, cause that's as far as I'm concerned, that's coward shit. Especially if you want to shoot a man at night from a distance, hiding in the corner, or just want to pull that. Come on, man, it's not honorable, and it's not the right thing to do either. Cause like I said, who should be the ones responsible for taking life? The same ones that give life. Parents, elders of your tribe, of the tribe, and ultimately the Creator, who renders all supreme judgment unto all things. Yo, we playing, man. We playing, man. A great separation is going to take place, and it has to take place. Things that's spoken about in that Bible is real, and it will be fulfilled. There's a great gulf fix between the righteous and the unrighteous, and it's spreading more. Sodom and Gomorrah here is growing here in America. And the whole, there's something going on, man. I'm only a couple years into this consciousness, spirituality, and I'm seeing a lot. Therefore, I already studied and said, yo, there's a lot that came before me and elders who know what's up. So some things, I'm glad that things has been passed down to me. But for it to be passed down and I'm not getting the cooperation that I desire, where I have to try to be picking up on subliminal messages and me, I don't got time for these fucking games, man. For all my brothers and sisters who've been through these so-called rites of passages, respect due for the fact that you've made it so far. But when something has happened to you and us collectively, pervert in a perverted way, became nullified. And it needs to be voided out, and it needs to be dealt with, corrected. We need to get our just dues. As far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of Jewish men too that got something to do with that. We need to step to these motherfuckers, man. You hear me? Let's step to them. We don't gotta have we don't gotta go out with no we don't gotta step up to them with no guns out or nothing like that. Us as men, put things down on paper, bring out recorders or whatever, and let's get our just dues, man. It shouldn't be the way I'm seeing things with people and a lot of men. Something's been done wrong, man. There's corruption here. As I said that, I just think about the woman of all colors and creed, of all nations, who had to deal with a lot because women know, y'all. Women know. A woman represents the earth. She's born with some spiritual powers and that intuition. We need to start listening to our women more. That's the problem. And that's why we so out of order. And now you got yo more lesbians all over the place too. Things just got too out of order, and God been showing us. We think it's the devil. It's not the devil. It's God. It's the Holy Creator. For the fact that we haven't been straightening up, He's like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just let things get worse on y'all because y'all not doing y'all job as my children, man. So you know what? Boom. However, let me touch on something right now. Homosexuality is not of God. If I had an institution or a lodge, because there's nothing wrong with a lodge. It's just that things has been perverted, right? So many things has been perverted through all the teachings that has been taken out of ancient Kemet by the Greeks and the Romans. Follow me here, man. A lot of wicked sexual deviances has taken place. But this is how I know I got God in my heart and I'm of love. Because no matter what, I would never look to do anything sexually wicked onto another man or woman. I could see the femininity in a lot of men out here, and it's like it bothers the shit out of me, man. I don't even want them speaking to me, man. And it seems that because it's so proliferated out here, that it seems to work its way into the people. It's gonna get more ugly here in America, y'all. And if y'all think y'all really, if we want to practice more love and show more love, then let's do what we got to do because our children is coming up, and it's not gonna be nice because they're gonna be the ones to do us in because we've been keeping them from their true glory and salvation that is gonna come upon us, and it's getting like that already, but it's gonna get worse. because they will reflect as I'm reflecting. And I question, like, yo, what the hell has my elders been doing? I'm not putting the blame on them. I'm just asking a relative question in addition to many other things. It's not a game, y'all. It's not a game, man. We need to straighten up, get ready to sacrifice, stop all this. Yo, if we gotta go about a true blackout and stop working and all that shit, let's do that. Let the leaders deal with that. Let our elders who got the knowledge and those who are of age and of the spirit, mostly. It's not just about age. Because a lot of elders out there is gone. Okay, they gone. They it's like they ain't no coming back from them. Out of it, docile, that's it. We need to get this work done, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Know your tribe. And it's sad that only 3 years ago I learned my damn tribe. That's even if I got the real, authentic results. And I blame my parents for that. I don't hate them. I'm just upset right now and I'm passionate. But I blame them and those that came before them. And this is why I do give respect onto the onto my European brothers and sisters, because they know who the fuck they are and who they come from. They let their kids know. Why I had to be 37 years old before I said, let me go ahead and get my results. Let me learn who I am. And even if that is the real results of who I am, it's a shame. Because a lot of I know there's lots, tons more across this whole motherfucking American nation that don't know who they are. But yeah, we talk about Africa this, Africa that, Black Panther this, melanin this, melanin that. Kiss my ass. It's a lot of fucking fluff. A lot of y'all niggas and bitches need to take off them goddamn Supreme stickers and all, because y'all not Supreme, man. It's something to aspire to. See, we so out of order, man. Back in the ancient of days, you can't wear no jewelry unless you were honored with that, man. You earned that. Nowadays, we just doing shit for sport, man. We out of order, y'all. We need to take it back, man. I'm done right now because I'm getting hot. See y'all on another video. I'm done, man. I'm through right now, man. Peace. One love, man.